road. Art of war, so much is done on the low. We never fold, we're by the code.
I love the reference to the art of war and everything being done on the down low, because that's really the best description of where we are in this world today. Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Clarion Call, reactions and a few opinions. It's been quite a while since I've done a solo Adam Calhoun. He did one of his early songs, Racism, way back in the early days of the channel, and then also another song a couple years ago called Ramble On. But other than that, I've done about a dozen of Adam's collaborations with Tom MacDonald, which are famous, of course. This is the first one that he's done solo in a long time that I'm really interested in. It's called Rebels. It came out about a week ago. I think I can read on the screen there, for all of those who aren't afraid to go against the grain. Helps, need a little help. For those who are willing to fight for what they believe in. Adam's getting back to his roots here. It's more of a country rap song, little country, little rap. You know, Calhoun is a famous name in this country. It's originally a Scottish name. Scots-Irish who came to this country in the early years tended to settle in the rough Appalachian regions of the country down through the south. I'm not sure exactly where this video was shot, but it's definitely got that Appalachia feel to it, as you will see. Beautiful, beautiful scenery, and also kind of a ramshackle house. But you'll see as we go along, so let's get going on this. Right away you see that beautiful giant rock there that he's sitting on. That looked like a pit bull to my eye, or some kind of a mix with a pit bull. And obviously this is a very rough country situation here. I'm setting the scene here early with the guitar music. Now we're going to hear Adam sing.
When the smoke clears and the dust settles, you can hear the sound of the rebel, the gunshots and the cold metal. No trespassing sign on our property. I'm allowed to be loud if I wanna be. I'm proud to be free on my land, shoot guns, who's stopping me? Stand alone, never fold, reload. Just make sure when we're gone, our story gets told, and a new generation learns from the old. To change the course of history, you gotta be bold.
Is the new generation learning from the old? It doesn't seem as so, but then I guess we've always felt that way. I'm sure my dad was aghast when we came up in the 60s and did things a whole lot differently than we did when he was growing up in the 30s and 40s. The thing I noticed right away about this song is Adam's singing voice. It's actually too perfect, and that's a problem that I have with a lot of country music these days. I happen to turn on a country music station and listened for 3 or 4 songs the other day, and every song was like this. The vocals were too good. They were too perfect. It's not even a human voice anymore. It's a machined, and you can't hear the auto-tune so much anymore, but they have some type of new techniques where they can just make anyone sound like an angel. If I have any criticism of this song, it's that part of the chorus there that to me is just too good. But it may help if he wants to get radio play for a song like this. It's kind of similar in a lot of ways to the most recent Tom MacDonald song, Man in the Sky, in that both of those songs could be on country music radio. In fact, I think Tom's is, and this one could be as well. That's what the market wants these days, so can't blame the boys for going at it. As far as his opening rap here, just what I said. It's the attitude of the free person, especially out in the country, the rural parts of the country, especially down in the hollows of Appalachia. People that are self-sufficient, the type of people that got badly hurt by that big hurricane last fall, who live way back in the woods and don't have a lot of access to modern convenience. And you can tell just looking at this picture here, this is a shack. What I'm really interested in, and obviously I previewed this song and I created the captions, but I'm really interested in this second rap coming up because I think he's really making some great points there.
death comes knocking, smile in its face. We don't turn the other cheek, this ain't for the weak. And when push comes to shove, there ain't no retreat. These politicians, they got us standing in opposition. They know the mission, misinform and sell division. Take what we given and make it into a new religion. We drink the Kool-Aid, then we begin to lose the vision.
Whoa, we drink the Kool-Aid. That's an expression that actually started back in San Francisco in the 1960s when they first experimented with LSD. It's written up in Tom Wolfe's book, The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test. The Grateful Dead were the house band for these parties where everyone took LSD, and Ken Kesey and his Merry Pranksters kind of organized the whole thing. And so that's the first time people were known to take Kool-Aid other than as a sweet, sugary drink. And then it got even a more morbid turn back in 1978 with the People's Temple down in Guyana, where I think 900 people were persuaded by a cult leader to drink poison Kool-Aid with cyanide in it, and they all died. It was a horrible, horrible thing. So when we say drinking the Kool-Aid, we mean drinking the propaganda, the narrative, and believing something that's untrue. And when you do that, you lose your vision. I'm going to go back, hear some of this whole rap again, but this time I'll let it play through. But he's talking about, when you see death, smile. Don't be afraid. Don't back down. Don't change your opinion. Do what you believe in. Be ready to fight for what you believe in.
Against the grain, stand up when I say, and when death comes knocking, smile in its face. We don't turn the other cheek, this ain't for the weak. And when push comes to shove, there ain't no retreat. These politicians, they got us standing in opposition. They know the mission, misinform and sell division. Take what we given and make it into a new religion. We drink the Kool-Aid, then we begin to lose the vision. Whoa, my foes don't wanna see a collision, no. Can't run from the lead that the trigger throw. All the war, so much is done on the low. We never fold, we're by the code.
I love the reference to the art of war and everything being done on the down low, because that's really the best description of where we are in this world today. And those who are not familiar with the art of war really should go back and read it. It's a Chinese book that at this point, I don't know, maybe 3,000 years old, but there's never been a better book written about the art of war. And it's all about deception. You want your enemy to think you're strong when you're weak and weak when you're strong. He says the best way to win the war is to never have to fire a shot. Just totally win it on propaganda and mind control. And isn't that what we're facing today? Everything being done in the background by highly organized psychological warfare, trying to control the narrative and control the way people think by watching the boob tube or reading the controlled press, which by now most people have figured out is nothing but propaganda. Now this is kind of weird. I don't know who this gentleman is on the right. He looks an awful lot like Upchurch. It's funny because he and Upchurch have a long-standing relationship. They worked together on a number of songs, many years ago when Upchurch was coming up. And then in the last year, they've gotten into one of these diss wars with each other. I think it started when Upchurch tried to diss Tom McDonald in one of his songs. And I think Adam came in and said, wait a second, that's my friend. I don't understand the whole diss culture. I know it's a big part of rap music, and a lot of rap fans love to see Drake versus Lamar. Personally, it just leaves me cold. I don't understand it. I don't enjoy it. I don't see the point of it. I'm more of a like, hey, can't we all get along type of person.
You can hear the sound of the rebel, the gunshots and the cold metal. Seen a man die, held him in my hands. I seen it with my damn eyes. Never say a word, we just stomach it. It's time to start marching, hear the drums again.
I'm going to leave it right there with that beautiful landscape. It's got to be down in the mountains. You can see it could be a park. There's just nothing. There's nothing there but trees and mountain and a little snow. as far as the eye can see, and then that beautiful river. I'm not sure which river that is. It's one of them southern rivers, and him sitting on that big rock. But the last line there, have you ever seen a man die? I have. He says, we don't talk about it, we just stomach it. And isn't that really macho male way of putting things that, men keep it all inside? It's not that it doesn't affect them, it's just they don't let you see that it affected you. How do they respond? It's time to march again. Let's get out there and fight for what we believe in. Don't let the bad overcome the good. So this is a really great effort by Adam, and as I say, it could be a radio hit. As country music starts to open up to some alternative voices and some alternative messages, and there's nothing really in here that I think that radio should be afraid of. There's a market for this type of music. So very well done by Adam, and I'm glad to see him, really getting it all together here with some country rap.